As author Janet Fitch developed the character Ingrid for her best-selling 1999 novel White Oleander, she had one actress in mind, Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer also happened to be the filmmaker's first choice for the role. In the scene we're about to see, Ingrid is imprisoned for murder. Her teenage daughter, played by newcomer Allison Lohman, is being raised by a foster parent in White Oleander.
Oh, God, how can you stand to live with poor Claire? Did you know there's an entire order called the Poor Claires?
She's a genuinely nice person. You don't know what it's been like. If you love me, you'll help me.
Help you? I would rather see you in the worst kind of foster hell than living with that woman.
Michelle Pfeiffer, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, first of all, I have so many things I want to talk to you about, but when you heard that this author, Janet Fitch, actually had you in mind, in other words, as she wrote this, she envisioned you in the role of Ingrid, that must be a little weird,
Well,
was it?
yeah, one wonders, yeah, how to take that. I guess ultimately I took it as a compliment. I think, you know, when you work on a piece and the one person that you really want the approval of is always the writer, because you always want to feel as though you've nailed the character and
fulfilled her fantasy.
Yeah. But in this case, you know, I have to wonder, you know, what made her think of me.
Well, first of all, the lead is extraordinarily beautiful, so I can see why she was thinking about you. And in a way, her beauty defines her in some aspects. She's such an interesting character. I hated her, by the way. I just could not stand her. I thought you did an incredible job, but I felt she was so cruel and manipulative and sort of evil incarnate, as her daughter comes to believe as well. But how would you describe her, since I've just completely trashed her? I mean, she has some good qualities, I guess.
Well, at the same time that you despise her, I mean, for me, I had such a mixture of feelings, because she can be so utterly cruel, but at the same time, a lot of what she says is the truth, and she's willing to speak the truth, and, you know, mow down whoever happens to be in the way of it. But there's a part of me that admires that quality in someone who, you know, when the rest of us are so busy tiptoeing around the truth and trying to be nice and trying to be polite, and there is some truth to, you know, you have to be cruel to be kind, and I think, you know, she's obviously an extreme case of that. I mean, this is a woman who really uses her beauty as a weapon. And this is a woman who stands for, she's a nonconformist on every level, and she's an extremist
and proud
about it, and proud of it. And if there's ever going to be a place where she's not going to let them define who she is, it's in prison.
What is it?
I'm back in Mac. Didn't they tell you?
No.
Claire's dead. She killed herself.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You poisoned her too, only this time you used words.
I told her what she already knew.
You were just jealous.
Of course I was jealous. I live in a cell with a woman who has a vocabulary of 25 words. Why do you think they got you, Astrid? To create a perfect little family? People get babies for that. Not teenagers recovering from bullet wounds. You were on suicide watch, and don't think this is the first time she tried it either. It's just the first time she pulled it off.
It's really a remarkable cast, not only the two of you, but you have Renee Zellweger, who plays Claire. Hope that doesn't give too much away, by the way. And also Robin Wright-Penn, who plays sort of holy roller, sexy mama. Well, I mean, was it exciting to be working with this cast?
I was so excited, and then it suddenly dawned on me that I didn't have any scenes with them. So,
did you see them at all?
I had one scene with
Renee.
Yes, I had one scene with Renee, which was a blast. We really, it's, I mean, it's such a vicious scene, but we had so much fun with it. Yeah, but it's nice to be in their company.
Well, it must have been a really fascinating character to play. I know you had to stop yourself from taking off the, sort of softening her and giving her sort of softer edges.
Yeah, you know, there are a few particularly cruel lines in the film, and that were so stinging, and I kept wanting, don't you think this pushes it a little far here? But, you know, no.
Well, the movie's White Oleander, I really enjoyed it. I mean, that's a hard thing to say about a movie because it's very intense. But I really enjoyed watching it. Michelle, good to see you.
You too.
Anyway, we'll be back in a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC.